We're gonna go through this quick one. This is an unboxing video. We went all out to Temu to get this adjustable soldering clamp. We're gonna unbox it here. We also have a new soldering iron. We're gonna unbox that. We have some components we'll be soldering with this setup, and then this one is a new one. It's soldering paste. And then we have the solder bead cleaner. So we have everything here. So let's start with this guy. Let's do as quickly as possible. Remove this. Okay. Get everything out. Right, we're done with the box. On the side, there'll be two stands. And then we have this one here. Okay, alright, so let's see how we're gonna set this up. So 2, 4, 5, and 6 pieces. 6 pieces, let's get going. Alright, this is to hold the soldering iron, and these are the bolts and nuts to hold everything down. So I believe this is for one end, and this guy is for the other end. These are the stands. And then this one should be the bar, the middle bar that hold everything together. So it should be like this, I believe. And then we have to slide this guy through so we can put our board in between the two of them. So we can have our board in between so we can adjust the length. So I prefer this on this side. Right. So does it come with any manual? No, it doesn't. It doesn't come with any manual. So we're gonna go back to the to the carton, to the box, to see how it is being set up. So we have to slide this guy through here. Right, and this one through here. I guess that's why they didn't have to unscrew this so this can pass. Alright. I think that's why they didn't bother to put instructions, because it's gonna be easy to set up. And again, this should be the stands, so this should go like that. And I'm assuming there's another screw on this side. So this is on my way, so I'm gonna get it off. I'll put it back later. Let me get my screw in. Here I have the screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then the fifth one, I believe the fifth one is gonna be for this. So let's just go in and put this one here. Now I need a screwdriver. And because I'm live, you're gonna just endure while I go get a screwdriver. All right, we're back. And let's just go in and shoot the screws in. We're gonna do the same on the other end. All right. And so I'm gonna just adjust this to hold, so it doesn't slide through. I can leave one to slide, but then once I get the size, I'm gonna look for a board to test it with. We use this one in the unboxing of the digital microscope. So let's use the same. If I get it in here, then once I get it to where I want it to be, then I can shoot this back in. Right, so I can close this in a little bit since there's a spring here. So alright, now I can, if I'm gonna put it on the second one here, I'm also gonna do the same here. Okay, I need to move it back just a tad. Okay, and oh, once I lock this can't go back anymore. I have to get this on the same level. Right, they were actually on the same level earlier. Right, now I can start soldering, adjusting my camera, and so on and so forth. This is easy to set up. Now I just need to put in my the soldering gun holder. So to do that, I'm gonna need to put this through here, and you can see why they didn't put the instructions, because it's an easy one. If you look at the box, you can easily set it up. Or you can just watch my video. Why should I refer to the box when you can easily watch my video? Alright. Alright, so this is done. Now we're gonna unbox the. Okay, before I go away from here, let me just show you this once again. You see that setup there. We also have the two clamps. They have the soldering iron holder right there. So adjust the width of this for the width of the distance between the two for the width of your board. It's gone. We're done right here. Now let's go to the soldering iron. So just gonna set this aside a little bit. Open the box here. Soldering iron comes with its instruction in multiple languages. I see something that I will think is either Chinese and some of those Oriental languages. I see Espanol. I see English. I see Dutch. Guten Tag. I see Italian. Ciao. I see French. Français. Bonjour. Bonjour. I see. I don't know. This one's Polski. I'm assuming this is for Polish. Sestina. Portuguese. To the band. Let's see, Netherlands, Svenska, and so on and so forth. Multiple language. Dansk is the last one. Dankesha. Alright, so the soldering iron is an adjustable temperature. Came with multiple bits. So 5 bits here, plus 1 that is here with the soldering iron. So you take this off. Then the soldering iron. If you want to change the bits, I think you have to loosen it from here. And then you have to replace this bit with one of those. So this is the heating element, and then this is just the iron that used to do the soldering. So if you want to use any of these bits, you can just open it and take out the one you want based on the job you're doing, how heavy the job is. If you need this type, plug it in here, and then you just set it up again, screw it back, Easy to set up, easy. All right, we're gonna go back to the original one. And then you can just do your job. But let's go back to the original. When I say original, the one that came assembled with it, and then we're gonna test a few things. I am trying to get through this live video quickly. Alright, put this aside. Now I'm just gonna try to connect this to the power source, and we come and check out here. Before we do that, let's bring this guy back and insert it so you can hold it for us. Alright, it's plugged in now. Let's see. Okay. The temperature is rising. Normally when I plug this I can touch it at the initial time, but don't try this. I've been doing this for over 30 years, so I'm quite familiar with these things. But the temperature is coming up. No one is going to tell me to stop now because I know it's pretty hot, so I have to stop touching it. But here you can set the temperature. So I'm setting it now to. So depending on what you want to solder, you can determine the temperature tolerance, and then you can set this to it. It's really hot right now. I could smell it when the soldering iron is really hot. You could smell it. And at this time, I'm not gonna touch it. I won't even play with that. Now, let's check this out. So if this is dirty, you can just rub it on it to get it clean again. Okay, while you're soldering. And then let me get a soldering lead so we can test a few things. Let me see if I have one here or if I need to go back to my. All right, I have soldering lead here. All right, and this table is not equipped for soldering, so I'm gonna be very careful not to drop some solder on it. So I'm gonna try to drop it here if I have to. You can see I've just wetted the soldering bit. Now I can just wipe it here, make it clean again. Temperature is 290, but it depends on what I want to solder. So that's it. That is it right there. So I'm gonna unbox this next. But before that, I want to show you this. This is soldering solution. You're trying to unbox a lot of things at the same time, because this is the full package. Have the soldering station, you have the soldering iron, the beads, the soldering lead, the bead cleaner, and then you have this soldering solution, the thermal grease. This is my thermal grease, high performance thermal grease. So right, this is my thermal grease. All right, high performance. All right, so I think I'm gonna use this thermal grease for connecting the ICs, the amplifiers. I'm gonna use it to connect to the heatsink. So I'm not gonna use it right now, but just to show you the thermal grease. This was not the soldering solution I was thinking about. It was a different one. But these are TDA 2030s. These are 18 plus or minus 18 volts amplifiers. It can give you up to, I think, 18 watts if I'm not mistaken, for each of them. I'm gonna need 5 of them for the work I'm doing, so I just got 10. So I'm gonna be soldering this later. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yeah, pins 3 and 5 are for the supply voltages. Again, it goes from plus or minus 18, so a total of around 36 volts for this little guy here. So let's see. Manufacturer Shenzhen. Okay, and then the address. All right. Let's see if we can get the name. Get you to see it. Even if you can't see it, I've told you what it is. It is the TDA 2030. TDA 2030. Uh, I have an amplifier unit that was not performing very well. I thought I could repair it at home, and when I checked it out, I realized one of these amplifiers was gone, and so I just got a replacement for all five. I'm gonna see how it goes. Yeah, TDA 2030A. All right. I think that's the unboxing for today. So I'm gonna put everything away for now. So the thermal grease, I'm gonna put it away, and this is the, if you wear a spatula for spreading it, I'm gonna put it away. Soldering iron. The good thing here is that when it reaches the temperature you set, it will be maintained. It won't go over. So it has been at 290 for a long time. So if I know really the temperature of what I want to solder, I can set it there so it doesn't overheat ever. One of the problems with the traditional soldering irons is the temperatures are not set, so it just keeps heating and gets overheated, right? So sometimes if you're using the traditional one, it's fine if you know how to use it. So when it hits to certain temperatures, you can turn it off, you can unplug it, or turn off the switch while you do other things, and you can actually use it while it is off. If it has reached the temperature set, yeah, so this is lowest you can go, 180. So I'm gonna leave it here, and it will never exceed 180. It will stay there forever. Now it's higher than 180, of course, because it's already heated past that. But over time, it's gonna cool down and come down to that temperature. Now I can power it off from here. I can power it on again, and then the temperature can be in Fahrenheit or centigrade. But right now, I have to leave it at centigrade because that's the temperature unit in my area. But if yours is Fahrenheit, I think you can change that. Just gonna figure out how to change that. Let's try. Okay. All right, now it's in Fahrenheit. So you press the power and hold it down. It goes to Fahrenheit. I'm gonna change to centigrade one more time. Hold the power down, and then it's gonna change to centigrade. It's gonna come back to 180. All right. So just learned that. Okay. Let's put this amplifier away. This is the powerful amplifier. When we're done with the with fixing the amplifier, we're probably gonna test it. We're trying to get a setup for our musical station, and so before we embark on buying any new equipment, we'll try to fix the ones we have, and we'll see. We do all kinds of things, whatever is put in my spirit, we go ahead and give it a try. And recently I've been led to do some music, so when I do the music, I sing to the glory of God. I want to play it from this place. So I'm going to show you something, not part of the unboxing. This was already unboxed a long time ago. This is, yeah, this is our mixer, audio mixer, and the amplifier was supposed to go with this. So once we finish the rectification, we're going to combine them together with all the speakers that are here right behind me. We're going to have some music. All right. Okay, so let's just put this over here. Okay, the unboxing is done. I'm going to turn this off because we're just using power for nothing. Okay. Yeah, this is risky what I'm doing. Don't do that. It's very hard. Don't do that. Sometimes you can burn the fingers, and when it burns you, it doesn't bleed. It just drains the blood right away because it's very, very hot. But this time around, I was touching it quickly and taking off my hand. So, all right. Please remember to like, subscribe, share this video, and comment. We'll be coming back with more videos. we've been off for a long time for some reason. This life is this life has its moments, and I'm happy that we are back, and we're gonna continue from time to time. We're gonna be doing some tutorials, maybe more of theories and also some practicals. But we're going to be doing both. We're going to be balanced. To be frank, we're going to be balanced because I say all the time, if you know practicals but you don't know theories, you're like a guy who could see but you couldn't walk. And if you know theories only, you don't know practicals. If you know practicals but no theories, you're a guy who could walk but you couldn't see. If you know only theories but no practicals, you're a guy who could walk but couldn't see. Did I say it right? Let me say it again. If you know only practicals and you don't know theories, you're like a guy who could walk but he couldn't see. If you know only theories but no practicals, you're like a guy who could see but couldn't walk. But if you know both of them, then you can both see and walk. All right. So let's be able to see and work in the life, in the world of technology, in the world of electronics. We should be able to see and postulate and theorize and be able to do things. We should know how things work and why things work the way they do. And so when you're rectifying them or when you're fixing stuff, you have an idea. You know why you are doing what you are doing. Like what I showed earlier. This was a radio circuit right inside here. There's a micro radio, an FM radio, but you need to connect some external components. So we have to connect these pins to make connections to the external components. And we're able to build an FM radio from here. You can watch some of our videos on FM radio. So these are based on the theories that we know. We were able to make this happen. What you see here is just soldering gun that we used to cover the tiny wires. I don't know if you can see them. The tiny wire, very very tiny wires that would connect from the chip to the pins. So we had to code it. I don't know if you can see the wires, very very tiny wires. Let me see if I can push one of them up. It's really, really hard to see. These ones are strands from the soldering, from the glue gun. It's hard to see. Very, very hard to see. Let me see if I can use this pointer. If it is possible. You can see right there, that shiny wire. There's two. So we didn't want to expose them so much, especially towards the micro components here. So we used the soldering gun, the glue gun to shield that. So we're done with the experiment. We don't need this anymore. But now with our soldering station and our new off the press, a new off the press magnifier, digital microscope. Let's shoot it on up and see. Yeah, welcome. Our new digital microscope should be able to do better work than we did there. So I'm just gonna turn it off. Goodbye. All right, let's just say goodbye on that note. Goodbye, and thank you for sticking around to the end. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Stay enthused. Bye bye.